sport. It's in the game.
today. From Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Nick Foles and the Chicago Bears.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in here a perfect 11-0. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Set to kick off.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Foles. And right away, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. Yeah, this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
He is good.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down.
Now Foles. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
Foles
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Foles. And that'll be incomplete. Foles took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Yards to go.
throw again. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Foles on target to Robinson for the Chicago first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 49-yard line.
A play fake to Montgomery, now Foles. That's caught by Montgomery. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. Foles, they pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball. Look at the big man rumble. The 30. Past the 20. And that's the obvious risk you run with a long field goal, lower trajectory, greater chance of having it blocked like it was.
And a lot more pressure on your protection team because, as you noted, longer field goal, it's going to come out a little bit lower. So that means you got to get those hands down and out of the lanes. That didn't happen.
And a great job picking it up and giving them great field position. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Drew Sample, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Jermaine Pratt.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Well, the man is Komet, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Oh, no.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Number 28.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Tyler Boyd. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now 21-0.
Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25 yards.
Nick Foles ready for the next drive, leads out the Bears. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
And what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. And, oh, that is going to be a safety.
That's a safety.
And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Number 20.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 31. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And the Bengals are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 19th touchdown now of the season, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, he decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
The kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Seibert on for the PAT. And the lead is now an even 30. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on offense. The second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
This, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago.
Complete to
Anthony Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row, we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Rolling to his right, and he's going to keep it here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Bears 7.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, it's Mixon. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains and make the fundamental tackle.
A gain there of 21 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Bengals have got it on cruise control.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Bengals will get it at the 20.
20-yard line.
Time for Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense to take over now. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football.
Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. He's at the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for the Bengals. 55 yards.
I'm going rhetorical on you here.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. He's got his man, Boyd. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on on the season. And this offense continues to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Bears 1st down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract. One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Logan Wilson drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Bring it. Bring it. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. Hawk 70.
Now Burrow down around his goal line. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And they get him down, but not the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it.
There goes Green. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Seibert on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here's Foles throwing complete to Miller. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
That's complete right side to Kmet. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense was expecting run. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out, and the Bengals grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense heading back out. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my